How do you track wellness, happiness in the workplace? How do you measure that?
So there's two types of tracking that works. One is the old school, okay, very old school. If you are a good manager, from time to time, you need to have a one-on-one with your employees.
When I'm feeling down, I can't win. Pour a strong cup of coffee and I tune in. I'm waking on up to Java with Jim. I know my best day can begin. Yeah.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting episode of Java with the Gems. My name is Jim Meyer, broker associate at Remax Gold. Now you have a friend in the real estate business. I'm here with my good friend Jim T. Chong, the walk star. Now you have a friend in the publicity business. We have Edwin Edebiri, Chief Happiness Officer, talking about happiness again. Thank you so much for coming back, Edwin. Jim, are you drinking anything this morning?
I am. And you know what? Here's what I love. I always love Panera Bread coffee. But for
Okay.
the sake of the fact that I'm waiting for them to sponsor us and kick in that 100,000, I'm gonna say I'm gonna drink coffee at home because I don't need Panera Bread yet.
That's
But
right.
anyway,
From
so
your
yeah, just
from
home
your
brewed
lips
coffee,
to
man. I love it.
Panera's ears. Um, Edwin, what are you drinking?
Yeah, so I'm drinking coffee today too, even though I ordinarily drink tea. But I decide, hey, if I'm gonna come and hang out with the gyms, I'm gonna be drinking coffee. So I'm drinking coffee all the way from India.
I wanted to say my coffee in my Fidelity title mug is the most delicious coffee in the world, but I have to okay that with the fact checkers at CNN first before I say anything. Um, Jim, you wanted to ask Edwin a question, didn't you?
Yeah, Edwin, a couple things. There's actually two parts. First off, we could talk about things. We know you can't really make anything progress unless you can really track it. How do you track wellness, happiness in the workplace? How do you measure that?
So there's two types of tracking that works. One is the old school, okay, very old school. If you are a good manager, from time to time, you need to have a one-on-one with your employees. I know some people say, whoa, what if you have hundreds of employees? Well, hopefully you have hundreds of supervisors, and not a whole lot of employees that report to one person, right? Have that one-on-one, and get to find out from them, how are they doing? That is the best tracking. Now, when people know you are going to have that one-on-one with them and you're going to understand their level of satisfaction, their level of well-being, you want to ask them about how is home going, how are the family going, how are the children going. Folks, immediately you kick off some dopamine in the brain that says this person really care about me. And they're going to be honest with you, because if things are not going well, they're going to tell you. And so you could see very quickly, a measurement whether, and when you do one-on-one, you can also tell to some level if someone is faking it, if they kind of, put in a fast one on you or stuff like that. And then you can be able to bring their work into it. So if their work is going well, you can say, hey, you know what, based on this, your job performance, I think this is what's going on. Or based on your job performance, I think this is what's going on the negative side. So you have a direct measurement. Now, that is the old school and it still work. Now, there's other ways, there are all these kind of polls you can do, survey you can do, where you ask simple questions like, would you recommend this company to your friends?
This is
you
great.
know,
You know what? We're kind of running out of time for today, but will you come back again and we'll talk a little bit more?
all right, I'll be right back.
Awesome. All right, we'll see you.